Right. I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushua, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushua, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushua, Call Allah Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakwadash. That belongs to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect that's out there pushing this word with truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the world. And shalom to you fellow Akim and Aqua that's out here learning with listening and learning with a sincere heart. This is the brother Beyond the Mouth, and I'm coming at you with another lesson of the day. This lesson is going to be going into about two-thirds of the house of Israel, the rebellious. And as you know, we just came into the year 2022, where these prophecies are really going to get rolling, according to the apostles of Great Millstone. This year is really going to be kicked into overdrive. Yahushua is definitely going to kick this year into overdrive with these, according to these prophecies and whatnot. And we coming into a time where 2/3 of the house of Israel, speaking of you, Jakes, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Latinos. 2/3 of you are going to be rebellious during these times. You're going to do what you want to do. You're not going to keep the statute commandments, the law, statute commandments. You're not going to abide by the laws of Yahweh, Yahushua. You're just going to keep living according to the world, living and being a part of the world, instead of trying to live righteous or practice righteous living and do the will of Yahweh, Yahushua. But that's all part of Bible prophecy, because it says that 2/3 are going to be rebellious, and that's why 2/3 is going to have to be put to death. And after we go through some of these scriptures, you'll understand why these things are going to take place, and you're going to understand why the 2/3 are going to be put to death. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start by jumping into the book of Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 5:12. And it says, "A third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee, and a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee. And I will scatter a third part into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them." See, now that's speaking of these other 2/3. And this is the Lord Himself speaking. Yahweh speaking. He's tired. He's tired because he's tired of giving you dumbass Jakes. Speaking of the African American, Latinos, and Native Americans, he's tired of giving y'all opportunity after opportunity. That's why we're coming in these times of Jacob's trouble. You Jacob's got to catch absolute hell. You're going to catch hell, and then 2/3 you're going to be put to death, because you don't want to keep the law, statute, commandments. You want to keep living according to the world, following behind Esau, wicked as Esau and his kingdom, want to be part of his kingdom. I've actually literally, this is a true story, a couple weeks ago, just having been around some guys, and I heard one of them talking about they love Esau. Esau got that money. I love Esau. As long as Esau give me some money, I love him. Not necessarily they was calling him Esau, but that's what that's what we call them, Esau. We call them for who they really are, because they are the four children of Esau, the descendants of Esau. So that's why we call them that. The so-called Caucasian, the white man. And we're sitting there, yeah, I love Esau. Esau got money. Esau gonna take care of me. I wanted to throw up when I heard him say that. That's how I know that's what you call a 2/3. You ain't got no faith in Yahweh Yahushua, for one, just because of a comment like that being made. You rather put your faith and trust in Esau, the so-called white man. But let me go on and find some more of these precepts here. I jotted a few down. This is Jeremiah 13. I'm just going to do 8 through 10. And it says, then the words of the Lord, speaking this when it says Lord, this is Yahweh speaking. Then the words of the Lord came unto me, saying, thus saith the Lord, after this manner will I marrow the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. This evil people which refuse to hear my words, speaking of 2/3, which walk in the image and imagination of their heart, and walk after other gods, to serve them and to worship them, shall even be as this girdle, which is good for nothing. And that, speaking of 2/3 of you jakes all day long. That's all. That's you jakes all day long. Because whatever it is your heart desire, that's what you go after. And when it comes to something righteous, you go the opposite direction. That's Jake all day long. This right here is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that's exactly what I was just saying. They're quick to do what their heart desire, which is half-time number 10, is something wicked or evil. But when it comes to do something good and decent, as far as something righteous or something knowledgeable, they go the opposite direction. They don't want to take part in none of it. And that's the reason why when the return of the Mashiach Yahushua, he's going to destroy these niggas. Because they are sottish type, they are sottish children, rebellious, evil, and wicked like their father Esau. And we call them the children of Esau because that's how they act. They choose to do the ways in evil ways as Esau do. This is Hosea 4:6. And it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. Absolute truth. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, thy power, I will also forget thy children. There you have it. Speaking of you 2/3 all day long. And 2/3, yes indeed, yes they are parts of the house of Israel. But Yahweh Yahushua is he's going to punish his own as well. 2/3 has got to be put to death along with Esau, Edom, and the rest of the heathen nations. You see it right here yourself in Hosea 4:6, the very first line. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. And that's just Jake's all day long. Once again, you try to bring something righteous to them, they go the opposite direction. Most of them, I don't want to hear that. There you go with that preaching and going on. I don't say nothing. I say no more. All I can tell you is us men of the Lord, we keep putting in the work. You know, us that are capable, get out there on those highways and hedges, get out there, put in their work, keep doing these videos, keep edifying the hopeful elect. You know, keep feeding the sheep the spiritual food, correct doctrine, first and foremost, because this time is drawing near, and these prophecies are rolling, and 2022 is going to be mayhem. Only thing we can do, us men of the Lord, is pray and ask Yahweh Shai to keep a hedge of protection around us and to help us get through this year. If as much as of this year, according to how fast these prophecies come, because Yahweh Shai could make it to where he sends his son Yahweh Shai on down and destroy this place, according to how fast those prophecies roll. But us men, hopefully men of the elect, that's all good with us because we know what to look forward to. We know we got a whole kingdom coming to us. We know we got next. It's our time to rule. Up under Yahweh Shai, the Hamashiach. We're going to rule up under him. We got next. So with that being said, I hope this little lesson was edifying. You know, I truly pray that and hope that you brothers that's in this truth and you fellow Akim and Aqua that's listening and learning, take heed to the fact that 2/3 are going to be put to death. And I pray that you look more into that. And if you have any flaws that could cause you to be put to death, do your best to straighten them up, iron them out, because Yahweh Shai is only going to give so many warnings. So with that being said, I'm going to close out by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Allah Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakodash. And once again, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, who teach and rule well. Shalom to you, hopeful elect, that's out here pushing this word with truth and sincerity. And shalom to you, fellow Akim and Aqua that's out here listening and learning with a sincere heart. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Man of the Lord, keep pushing it. Keep putting in his work. Keep your hand on the plow. All of us, you know, we got to keep enduring hardship. Remain being diligent. That being said, Kwam Yashala, Shalom, a ball.